I'm a French winemaker, wine grower first, and I represent today the estate Albert Mann. Albert Mann is a family estate. We have 25 hectares vines. We wine growers since generation. For me, wine is no alcohol. For me, wine is a natural fermentation from a fruit. For me, alcohol is cognac or whiskey or so. I don't drink alcohol. I don't drink alcohol, I drink only wine. And only good wine, so because life is too short to drink bad wines. We produce only grapes from our company. We don't buy grapes. In vinification, we don't use fining agent, we don't use bentonite, casein, we make only wine with grapes. We added nothing, we extract nothing. Everything is in the grapes. That's why I say we have to be a very good farmer because the quality is made in the vineyard, not in the cellar. When you start direct to make a lot of wine, you learn very quick. Today we produce around 25 different wines every year, between 25 to 30 different wines. That depends the year, depends if I make sweet wine or not. So we're very focused to have adapted each grape variety at each type of soil. Where is Alsace? You know, that's France, east side of France. And it's a part where everybody like. If you look, that's Alsace, there are two departments. Bas-Rhin is the north of Alsace, and the Haut-Rhin is the south of Alsace. If you look, I bring the map, it's easier to see. We are just here, next to Colmar, in the middle of Alsace. All the vineyard is from the north to the south, and you see this mountain. This mountain is very interesting to make top wine, because that protects us from the bad weather. On this side of the mountain, we have 4 times more rain than this side. Colmar is the driest city in France, drier than Perpignan in the south. We are around 500 millimeters rainfall per year. Say when we spray the vines, we want to protect the vines. We're looking a lot about the water, the rainfall. So in each village, we have a meteorological station. We're looking the map, our ordinator, and you see this village, 0 water, this one 0, this one 10 millimeters, this one 12. So we can adapt our working spray when we need to spray the vines. If you look, here you have a river, it's the Rhine. That is the border between us and Germany. If you look here, this valley is the biggest reserve in water in Europe, natural water, underground. So probably that can explain why Alsace has more organic estate, biodynamic also, because we have Rudolf Steiner School is just in Bâle, so it's 50 kilometers away. So we're probably looking more to make natural farming and respect more the soil and everything. You see, all the vineyard is next to the mountain, not on the flat. In the 17th century in Alsace, you have 25,000 hectares vines. All this place you see in black, that's Grand Cru. We have vineyard from here to here. So it's the middle of the Alsace region, and it's a place where we have the most important proportion of Grand Cru. A very interesting type of soil that gives this unique type of wine. Also Fürstentum, we have a lot of vines from here. We have some vines in Wieneck-Schlossberg here, Grand Cru. We test after. That's granite soil. This is a granite soil. That's a calcareous soil. After we have more vines from Winsenheim to Egisheim with the Grand Cru Hengst, Steingrübler, Pfirsichberg and Eichberg. That's all the Grand Cru we have on the estate. The Grand Cru represents 1.5% of the sale in Alsace, so it's very small. On the estate, we have 30%, a little more than 30% of our estate is a Grand Cru area. And the rest, we have very top type of soil, unique place like Claude Lafaille with a monopole. We have a Saint-Clair with our Romane Conti. We have the granite, schist, and the compression that bring a type of elevation. That's the primary. That's around 300 million years. After this, at the 150 million years, we have water. We have this sediment of calcareous come from the coquillage. After around 50 million years, it's going to push more, and the water is going out. And after, you have this mountain with a different deposit, and you start to have this erosion. So if you look at the end, some place where it's going a little higher, you have the original granite or schist, and all the calcareous is going away. And some other place, sometime I have a parcel. On the left side, you are 100% granite. On the right side, you are limestone and marly limestone. So we have 150 million years difference, but we have only 2 meters between the two terroirs. Normally, when you look after the vineyard, when you see the roots, they're going down from sometime 50 centimeters to a few meters. That depends how many soil you have. I have place, sometime after 40 centimeters, you're on the rock. The roots, they need time to find a place to go. It's what we want to do. It's to oblige the roots to go down, to have this minerality. That makes a difference between a classic wine and a wine with more identity, with a character specific. When we have the Riesling, we make a classic Riesling, and the Cuvée Albert is the second level. It's a selection of old vines. It's very complicated when you have vines. We have no one parcel from, like in Bordeaux, you have 10 hectares in one place. We have vines on different slopes. Each valley is different. And that's interesting because, for example, 22 was a dry vintage, but I have 1.5 hectares on one place. He's become, I don't know, 50 millimeters water more during the season. And that gives a completely different style of wine. For me, as a winemaker, you have to be very carefully because now, when we harvest, we have sometimes 3 days to harvest this parcel, no more. After 3 days, if you don't harvest, you overripe. That's not what we want. Because for me, the most difficult parameter to obtain in the wine is finesse. If you want to make top quality wine, you need to drink top quality wine. But sometimes, when I want to drink a really good wine, I drink my wine. That's